Hello, yes, I am back. This is DCFC Fan here for another video. The last video was about a year ago. A year and a bit ago. And I lost the, as all the subscribers would know, because I did send a message out, I did lose this channel. I forgot the username and password for it. So I had to stop posting videos on this YouTube channel. And as you can probably tell by the title of the video, this video is about the Derby County season review, where I'll be doing my input on the season. Before we start, please make sure if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. It's a massive help. And also leave a like and a comment as well. And before we get on even further, I'd like to say thank you for all the support. 22 subscribers I've got, which is massive. Sorry about that, compared to what I think I should be on. So thank you for everybody who subscribed, and let's carry on with the support. And hopefully we can, from the start, we can get to 30 subscribers. So we're going to start off talking about the games. I've got to talk about the game of the season, in my opinion, and the game to forget, in my opinion. As we know, Derby had a very bumpy season. It's not been the best season on Derby's standards, but hey ho, what can you do? So the game of the season, in my opinion, I've gone Derby County 3, Nottingham Forest 0. A few things, obviously, because we beat them 3-0. They're the local rivals, and we also gained bragging rights. So that's why I went for that game. The game to forget, I could have picked a few here, but I went for this one because I think we were shambles. I've gone for Norwich 3, Derby County 0 at Carrow Road. We were poor. Oliveira scored a hat-trick against us. We weren't that good. It was quite disappointing, to be honest. We should have done a lot better. That was when Derby was on the downward slide with Steve McLaren. So, obviously I'll be talking more about the managers later on in the video. But that is the game to forget, in my opinion. We just weren't at the races, and it could have been 4-5-0 to them, to be brutally honest. Now I've got a few awards, my personal awards that I want to give out. I've got the Youth Player of the Season, the Unsung Hero Award of the Season, the Flop of the Season, but I've got 2 flops of the season, and Player of the Season. And then after that I'm going to do my Team of the Season. So we're going to start off with my Youth Player of the Season. He's known for getting quite injured, but when he played this season, he was outstanding. So that my Youth Player of the Season is Max Lowe at left back. He is good defensively. Some of the tackles he does in the defensive sector is good, and he's also good going forward. So that's why I give him my Youth Player of the Season. Now we're going to go on to the Unsung Hero Award. This player is getting on a bit. Is a good defensive player, and I'm going to give this one to Chris Baird. As a right back, Christie got injured, so Chris Baird stepped in. He just signed a 1-year extension onto his contract. So this one was a no-brainer for me. I think he doesn't deserve the credit. He deserves the credit that people aren't giving him credit to what he has done for Derby County. Some of the blocks he's done were outstanding. So that's why I gave him my the Unsung Hero Award. The flop of the season. I did 2 here, and they're both left Derby. I'll start off with the one that you probably all agree with. Abdul Kamara. I put him at the top of the season. He's just so unpredictable. Like, his match rating for Derby, I saw someone, was 6.7, and that is not acceptable for any Derby player to have. So, Abdul Kamara is probably my flop of the season. And then we've got another one, Will Hughes. For his standard, he should have been doing a lot better. I'll be going into him and the other players who left in debt a bit more later on. But I put them to a flop of the season because I just don't think they perform as well as we all know they can. And then player of the season. I'm going to do from third to first. So in third place, I've put... the funny thing about this one is the third place is not going to be in the team of the season, in my opinion. But in third place, I'll put Darren Bent. Scored a lot of crucial goals for us, especially the one against Wolves was outstanding. So Darren Bent is in third place. In second place, I am going for Tom Ince. Scored a hell of a lot of goals for Derby. Obviously, there's speculation and pretty certain that he will be leaving Derby County by the end of next week. But so that's why I have put Tom Ince in second place. And in third place, the player of the season for me, I have put Scott Carson. He's kept Derby in a hell of a lot of games this season. I can't remember the mistakes he's made, and that's why I had to put him as player of the season. I'm going to put a poll in the in the description below, so please put your interpretation who you think is the player of the season. Now we're going to go on to the team of the season. So let's all get serious about this now. In goal, I have put in Scott Carson, who I personally think was a player of the season, catching in a lot of games, and that's why I put him there. At left back, I have put in Max Lowe. I think he's the only one who was consistently good through the game. Don't get me wrong, Olsen had some good points, but he also had some bad points. So I think Max Lowe was consistently good throughout the season, especially the times he played. At right back, I've put Cyrus Christie. Obviously, he mentioned that he was the best right back in the league. Obviously, I don't personally believe that, but hey, what can you do? Now, for centre backs, I have got Richard Keogh and Alex Pearce. I think that them two played all season. We went consistently in home games without conceding a goal. So you cannot underestimate how good our defence was at home last season. As much as you will hate Keogh for what he did, he did keep us in a lot of games this season. So I have to do that. Lighting's going a bit dodgy. Next player is going to be the centre mid. I'm playing a 4-2-3-1 as how I'm setting that. In the centre mid, I've got Bradley Johnson. I think he came out of his shell this season. He performed quite well for Derby this season, so I'm quite impressed with that. And then in the other centre mid, Craig Bryson. I think it was quite difficult. I could put Butterfield in there, but I don't think Butterfield was as good as Bryson. So that's why I put Craig Bryson there. And left wing, I put Johnny Russell. Obviously, the end product might not be there, but his work ethic is amazing, and that's why I've put him in my Derby County team of the season. At right wing, I have put Tom Ince, who scored a lot of goals. Every time Tom Ince scored, Derby did not lose. So that's why Tom Ince makes it into the team. And then in the attacking midfield role, I've put Matej Vidra. He didn't play very, very well when we put him as a striker, but when we play him as the attacking midfielder, he really does come in. Him and Nugent together are amazing together. So Hopefully, we might see more of that next season. And that goes on to, and that leads nicely on to my next one. Got it, as striker, I've put David Nugent. He just runs. He puts in 100%, and that's what I like from a striker. Now, just to finish off, we are going to be talking about the managers. So, the first manager we had was Nigel Pearson. He comes in with a lot of reputation. We thought we were going to get promoted. He did amazing with Leicester in the Championship and in the Premiership. And his first game was a Derby County 0-0 draw against Brighton at home, first game of the season. And it came to a premature end against Blackburn at home where we lost 2-1. He lasted for 12 games and 2 months, and he got suspended with a disagreement with Mel Morris and his team. So that's why he left. And the next manager we had was Steve McClaren. He came back after people were a bit unsure. He came back after his successful spell at Derby in previous years, when he left to go to Newcastle United, where he did not do as well as he wanted. His first game was a 1-1 draw against Reading. At Reading, where he conceded a late goal, which was the story of Derby's seasons, conceding late goals. And his last game for Derby was a 3-0 Brighton defeat at the Amex. He lasted for 30 games and 6 months. He got sacked because of poor results, which is understandable. But some fans were halved on this. People were like, we've got to give managers a chance. Others were like, it was shambles. So I'm torn between. I was leaning on the side. I think he should have gone. I think the results were getting worse and worse, and it was just shambles. And I think they did it because they wanted this man in, Gary Rowett. And that's the man who they did manage to get him. Gary Rowett's first game for Derby was against the local rivals Nottingham Forest at the City Ground, where we drew 2-2. Where Forest went 1-0 up, and we thought, oh dear, what's happened here? Then we brought it back to 2-1 after an amazing second half performance, and then Forest got the late equaliser. And obviously he is in until present, where he will be hopefully leading Derby to a promotion next season. So, that is my season review. I'm going to just tell you now what to expect. There's going to be about 2 more videos before I go away. And then when I go away, there'll be no videos for about a week and a half. Then I'll come back and then there will be videos. I've got a really good episode, a really good series I'm planning leading up to the season. I've got actually 2 good ones that I'm thinking about leading up to the start of the season. So that is something to look forward to. The reason why I'm doing this video now is because the videos that I was going to do, I want to leave as late as possible because one of them's about the signings we've done, and if Wisdom's not properly signed yet, I don't really want to do it and then look like an idiot if he doesn't come in the end. But obviously it's all signed subject to medical, so hopefully that will get done. So thank you for watching this video. Sorry I've been away for a long time, but this has been DCSC Fan, and from me, goodbye.